Hey everybody, another night, another movie, and I just got done watching 2008's How to Lose Friends and Alienate People, starring Simon Pegg, Kirsten Dunst, Jeff Bridges and Megan Fox. This one I have never seen before. It was still in its cellophane, and I'll be honest, the only reason why I ever knew about this movie existing is because of Gillian Anderson's involvement of it in it. When she was working on it, there was stuff going around the X-Files forums and that's how I learnt about the movie, and I bought it on DVD when it came out, and just never really got the time to sit and watch it because I heard bad things about it, and I was like, I'll get round to it eventually, much like some of their Gillian Anderson and David Duchovny's other projects. They're the kind of thing where I'll pick up to, show support, and then I'll be like, yeah, whatever, whenever. But yeah, I finally sat down and watched this, and okay. For those who don't know, it tells a tale of Sidney Young, played by Simon Pegg, who's the child of a philosophy book writer and an actress, a famous actress who died when he was young. And he goes into celebrity magazine writing, except he doesn't want to buy into the whole, he's all against, exposing, these celebrities for the shallow people and idiots that some of them can be. And he writes all these puff pieces in this London magazine, and he gets picked up by this big Sharps, this big New York company, to kind of join their ranks, and he moves to New York, and he encounters a lot of, he's very brash and very, he's not particularly, there's something very, he's got this crassness, it's very English kind of, speaks his mind and doesn't think before he says stuff kind of thing. And he really does not gel with anybody else. And there's Alison, played by Kirsten Dunst, who works on the same in the same department as him, I Spy, at the magazine firm that's run by Jeff Bridges, who's very underused in this movie. That and his hair really just weirds me out. But so it's really following Sidney as he goes through the, going through the fake glitterati of New York, and meeting all these celebrities and striving to be the popular journalist while not trying not to sell his soul to the devil, especially Gillian Anderson's manipulative, cynical publicist, Eleanor, who's trying to push for, she wants Sidney to write these puff pieces about this director, and particularly this new actress, Sophia, played by Megan Fox, who's under her kind of employ. So it's really watching, and you watch a relationship build between, something going on between him and Alison, but Alison is having an affair with a higher up at the magazine, and yeah, it's your classic rom-com. It's all predictable. It's that kind of thing where, Sidney does sell his soul to the devil, but then he starts regret. He takes all these left turns, and then he ends up regretting it, and then rather randomly he gets the girl at the end. And for a good portion of the movie, and that's not a spoiler, it's a friggin' chick flick basically. You can see the ending coming a mile away. You can probably start the movie and know what's going to happen. It's for a good portion, you see this kind of friendship, respect grow between Alison and Sidney. And then she disappears when he takes these, takes these wrong turns, because she goes off with this douchebag Maddox. And then she disappears, and you don't really have that same, you feel that like quite a bit of time has passed, but at the same time then you're led to believe that quite randomly they come back together, and he just kisses her at the end, and I'm like, okay, I guess. Like, hello, she could have moved on or something. I know there's this whole line drop that she loves someone else, and, you know, it's him, basically. But it just felt really forced. And there are, if you think too much about this movie, there are a lot of problems with it. Not least of all the fact that the great Miriam Margolyes is totally underused in this. And I felt so bad, because she could have had more of a comedic effect on this movie, and she's just pushed aside. I was like, why have Miriam Margolyes if you're not going to use her? The same in a way for Gillian Anderson, who I know she doesn't get to really show her comedic talent and timing as much as, I mean, I know she got to do a little bit in Johnny English Reborn, but she deserved to be able to do a lot more in this. And I know this is only like made about 5-6 years after X-Files finished. So I guess she was playing a lot to type still, but she could have been used more. Megan Fox is just Megan Fox, really. But I did enjoy Kirsten Dunst. I don't know what it is. She's done much better roles. And she does feel very flat at times in this. But I genuinely enjoyed her character, and I did, for the time that they were on screen, enjoy her and Peg opposite each other. But it's weird, because there are a lot of problems with this movie. Like I say, the acting falls flat at times. People are underutilised. It's so predictable, but I guess that's why you pick up these movies at the end of the day, is because you are looking for the safe option. But I actually enjoyed it. I genuinely, I cannot express how much I actually got into it. I really enjoyed Simon Pegg. Simon Pegg is one of those actors that, it's not that I think he's a bad actor, but I find him a little hit and miss at times. And this one I feel sometimes he plays the same character over and over. But this one I actually felt like he was, and I guess in a way he is playing the same character here, this affable English, you know, kind of loudmouth in a way. But at the same time, I genuinely enjoyed his character. I felt there was a heartfelt feeling there. The movie's only an hour and 40 minutes long. It's not too long. And it's not really all that offensive. It's not telling a story that hasn't been told before. It's not looking at celebrities in a way that hasn't been explored before. Absolutely nothing here is original or that. But I don't know what it is. I just genuinely found myself sucked into it. And it's really bizarre, because it's not that it's a bad movie, it's just a bit of a dud. But I do feel like it's criminally overlooked, and not a lot of people know about this movie, and I feel like they should, especially if they like their rom-com chick flick movies. Like I say, not the best out there. But it was just a good hour and 40-minute long watch. That's all I can really say about it. Nothing stands out. And I think, you know what, the quality of this movie alone could probably be summed up by any extra features, something I wouldn't normally do, but I had a quick look before standing in front of the camera, is I watched the gag reel, and it's half hour long. So I sat and watched that, and I'm not even kidding, just over half hour long, and they actually repeat outtakes within the gag reel, which kind of sums up the editing in this whole movie. I do get annoyed with people who don't pay attention to the car green screen, the video that plays in the background, because you can clearly see the video jump. If you're looking at the windows, and it's something that I find myself doing, I get really distracted because I like to look if it's like looks realistic or if it is fake. You can totally see the cuts in the video that's playing around them, and I find that really distracting. But the reason why I bring that up is because I think that's kind of summed up in the gag reel, the fact that stuff was used like easily twice, like to pad out the gag reel, and I feel a lot of this sometimes is padding. So it probably could have been shorter to tell the same story. I know that's a random thing for me to bring up, but it was just something that bugs me, the fact that even the gag reel was really poorly put together. But yeah, I'd give it a 6, 6.5. I don't know if I would enjoy this as much a second time. I enjoyed it this time, and I think I would feel the same any other time, whether I was feeling down or whatever. I think not seeing it before and having low expectations kind of helped my enjoyment of it. I can understand though fully why other people would really hate this movie. Hate is a strong word. I don't think it deserves to be hated. I know why people would find problems with it. So yeah, personally, I did enjoy it. But I can imagine it not being one I would watch over too many times again. I'd give it easily a 6 out of 10. That was 2008's How to Lose Friends and Alienate People. That was tonight's movie. We'll be back again tomorrow with another Kirsten Dunst movie. Unfortunately, it's not a very good one, if memory serves. I think the only thing that stands out about the movie tomorrow is the soundtrack. And I think some of you can probably guess what it is just from that clue alone. But as far as I remember, it's certainly nowhere near as good as this. And it's a shame, because Kirsten Dunst can do so much more. But thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please take care. Please like and subscribe. Check out my other reviews, specifically my sketchy reviews where I review games and movies. There will be more coming soon. I've hit a lull recently due to convention season kicking in and taking away my energy and health, etc. But there will be more soon. Please leave your comments, especially if you've seen this. Please share your thoughts on it. Always love seeing comments, especially thank you so much to John Quintero, who always leaves a comment on all my videos, whether he's seen the movie or not. For now though, guys, sorry for rambling. For now though, this is Sketch, signing out.